Hey guys, welcome back to Belle's Hoyas. It's a very lovely evening here in Singapore, and today I would like to share with you and everybody about 5 easy Hoyas for those looking to start on your Hoya journey. And my selections will be based on the ease of care, the rate of growth, how fast they can grow, and how easy they would be propagated, and of course whether these Hoyas are also easily available. So do feel free to subscribe to my channel if you are interested in Hoya care. I will be posting regularly and hope to share more with everybody. And without any further ado, let's go into the top 5 easy Hoyas. The first Hoya I would like to share that is on the easy Hoya list is this lovely green Krohniniana splashier. This Hoya is a very easy grower and it grows very fast. As you can see, it's a trailing one, and I have grown this Hoya from just like a few short cuttings, and it's very quickly put up a lot of growth, and it's also very frost free. I have grown it outdoor in my balcony where it's hot and humid, and it grows very well. And I have also another cutting that is indoor, where it's a lot less humid and not much light, but it's also doing very well. So my conclusion is this Hoya is a really easy one, and it also grows very fast. Another thing to note that I think I've mentioned this previously before, it's got a lot of area roots. So this Hoya also propagates very quickly. If you put it in water or moss, it will put up roots very quickly, and it does very well. And I think for Krohniniana is also quite a common Hoya these days. You should be able to find this Hoya relatively easy. It's pretty common here in Singapore and Asia. I have seen some videos of my fellow Hoya friends, and I believe it's also quite common in US and over at Europe side. Do feel free to share with me. It's a common one over there, and I would love to know as well. The next Hoya that I feel is a very easy one is this Hoya Australis over here. This guy has been subjected to a lot of harsh light. You can see the poor leaves are like yellow, but it's still doing okay. In fact, I think if it's a more sensitive Hoya, you would probably have complained already, but this guy over here is still doing well and putting out new leaves and vines, and in fact it has even put out peduncle over here, a couple of peduncles, another one there. So this Australis is really, in my opinion, a very easy grower, regardless if you give it like a lot of light or no light. I've got another cutting over here that I have grown indoors without much light, and it's also doing fine. And in terms of propagation, it does root up very fast, and I've rooted this many times. So far none of them has root rotted. So my conclusion is a very easy one to propagate as well, and it's also fairly common in most nurseries here in Singapore, and I believe it's also got quite a common one over in the States and the other sides of Europe. The next Hoya I want to share with you guys that I feel is the easy one is this lovely Hoya Sunrise. Once again, it's a very fast grower. This particular Sunrise, I've gotten it when it was a very it was like maybe half the size, and it has put up a lot of new growth in a few months, and I feel that it's not fussy. If you put it under a bright sun and strong light, it gets sun stress. If you put it in the shade, it just doesn't get sun stress, but it still does well. And one more thing to note is it's also quite easy bloomer. You know, it does put up a lot of peduncles and flowers regularly. And in terms of propagation, I've propagated this guy quite a few times. It rooted up very easily, and it's also very fuss free. It doesn't really root rot or, you know, do any of those things that some of the diva Hoyas does. So and Sunrise is also a very commonly available Hoya here in Singapore. Do share with me, is it available in the other parts of the world? Because I saw some videos that say is commonly available, but I also noted it seems to be not very common, you know, in the other parts of the world. So do let me know if that's the case. And just sharing, this is another pot of Sunrise that I have here. This is grown from a small cutting, and as you can see, it's doing well, and it even puts out a peduncle at this you know, small size 3-inch pot. And here is my third pot of Sunrise that's putting up a lot of new growth. Over there, it's nicely sun stressed, and this particular pot is like facing direct scorching sun for almost like 6 to 8 hours a day, and it's also still doing very well. So my conclusion is it is really an easy Hoya. The next easy Hoya I would like to share with everyone is this very lovely Krimson Queen over here. As you can see, is quite a big plant as well. It's even put up a peduncle with buds, so I hope to share the new flowers with you guys soon. Do hit the subscribe button, and so that you can stay tuned and not miss out on a new video when this buds up and flowers. So back to the topic, this is a very easy Hoya for me as well. It's pretty fast free. It's just like you know, I guess it's just really not doing much. I mean, no complaints, it's just happy. I used to put it like under the shade, and it was, you know, just putting out new growth and happy, and now it's sort of facing more direct sun together with the Sunrise, and it's just look like, you know, it's happy and it's growing well. And because Crimson Queen is actually a type of Carnosa, so it propagates fairly easily, or would I say very easily. You know, it just roots up fairly easily, and it doesn't root rot or do any of those things. So, and I believe Crimson Queen is also a very popular Hoya, you know, across the world. And everybody will agree that, you know, the foliage is just beautiful. I don't have any pink growth now, but when it puts up a new growth, it's really beautiful. The next easy Hoya I would like to share with everybody is this Hoya Carnosa. As we know, Carnosa actually has many types. You know, we have Carnosa white, Carnosa dark pink, and Carnosa pink. So I actually have a few Carnosas in my collections. This one is the dark pink one that's just finished flowering. When I say that it's easy, I'm just talking about, you know, how fast it grows in terms of like the new growth. as well as they are not fussy, as in they are not affected much by like light or, you know, overwatering, underwatering. They're just easy. But I'm not talking about flowering, because apparently this guy is quite difficult to flower. Not in my case, but some people tells me that, you know, Carnosa doesn't really, you know, flower easily. But it's a very easy grower in terms of like care and the speed of growth. This is another Carnosa I have. This one is the Carnosa White. It's under like facing bright light. You can see its leaves are like all like yellow, but it's still doing very well. It's still putting out lots of vines. As you can see, it's also budding up. It's going to flower. It's got one more down there. So for me, Carnosa is really, you know, doing very well with lots and lots and lots of vines. And I even have another one here that is really going to flower. Yeah, so Carnosa really is, in my opinion, the symbol of Hoya, literally, because they are such easy growers. They grow very fast, they root very easily, and they just basically not affected by, you know, much of conditions. You can put it in a humid place, a slightly drier place, or, you know, in a bright light or no light. It doesn't really affect its growth. What I'm trying to say is, you know, Carnosa is probably one of the hardest Hoya to kill, if that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and just some sharing on the top 5 easy Hoyas I see here, and I hope this would encourage some of the new growers to try out Hoyas and embark on this lovely journey with all of us. And if there's any questions, feel free to put it in the comment sections, and do remember to subscribe so you do not miss a new video from me. And once again, thank you for your time in coming over to visit my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!